everyone, welcome to another day of Tarotmas. This time around we're going to be looking at the life that brings you glee. What life is going to make you happy? What's going to bring you happiness and fulfillment? We'll find out. I'll be using the Xmas Elf Green Edition. And if you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog. Don't mind her. Okay. Spirit, what is the life that's going to make the collective happy? What would make the collective happy? I just heard somebody say a lot of money. What would make the collective happy? What would make the collective happy? What kind of life would make the collective... Well, there it is. The Empress came out. What kind of life would make the collective happy? How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Followed by the Four of Wands. Oh, we got the Happy Narwhal card. Okay. So, first up, we got the Ten of Swords. Not so happy. But there's probably a reason for that. We'll get to that in a minute. Next up, we've got Justice, Libra energy. That person's also not very happy. Little elf. Okay. Then we've got the Eight of Wands, the Empress, Taurus Libra energy, the Four of Wands, and then we got this extra card. It's called the Happy Narwhal card. You can see that it's got the narwhal in here, but it's got a little gift on its horn here, and then it's got this little, was that a squirrel, a chipmunk, I don't know, something, but it loves the gift. So that's interesting. We're talking about you being happy, and then we've got the Happy Narwhal card. And also interesting that I said I heard somebody say money, and and then the Empress and the Four of Wands came out. We've also got Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so definitely love as well. But let's get into this. I'm seeing that a lot of you are stuck in a situation right now that maybe either it's difficult for you to get out of, you're in the process of getting out of, or you just got out of something very painful. You could have been betrayed, you could have been hurt, backstabbed, found out someone was two-faced, like a mask had slipped off, or it's some sort of bittersweet situation that you're having to leave behind in order for you. It's kind of like you have to let something go in order for you to move forward. There is justice here, so for a lot of you, this could have been a painful divorce, because it's weird. When I was looking at this, even the cats are on here causing mischief with the Christmas lights. Here, here, and here. Some of you could have 3 kids. Some of you could have 3 cats. But it felt like children, almost. Which is interesting, because it's cats. It's not kids. But that's what it felt like. It felt like some of you were having a moment, like this elf here, who was really upset and holding those scales of justice. So for a lot of you, there could have been some... And this is very specific, this isn't going to resonate with everyone. There could have been a nasty divorce or something involving children, because even in the fireplace here, we've got the kids' toys. They're being burned, have all the swords in them. There could have been some sort of nasty divorce. You're in the process of going through this, leaving something behind, having to do with your childhood. Maybe you've been in the same city since your childhood. But whatever it is, it feels like things are finally balancing out with that Justice card. You're finally receiving fairness and like equality and justice, of course. but it also feels karmic in a way. Sometimes for me, the Justice card can be like karmic justice. Like the scales are finally balancing out in your favor. Now, with the Eight of Wands coming out right behind these two cards, that's fast movement. It's going to go from, look at all this red, kind of like angry energy. Feels very like Martian. Like that Mars energy can be very like hot-headed, taking swift action without thinking things through. It's a lot of like Aries, Scorpio energy. And that's what we're seeing here. But with that Eight of Wands, it's almost like it cools it off. Something is coming in. This could be some sort of new opportunity, some sort of new message. This could be you just moving to a new location, because the Eight of Wands talks about travel. Some of you could be hopping on a plane and traveling, because that is air travel actually. But whatever it is, this is swift movement with this Eight of Wands. This is like, I'm done, I'm out of here, goodbye, peace out, you know? And so what's going to make you happy is leaving behind all this tension, this conflict, the betrayal, the hurt, all the lies, pain, suffering, grief, any of that no longer serves you, your highest good. You're leaving it in the past. You're nuking it. It's gone. Goodbye. Forever. And then you're moving quickly forward, very quickly, in a new direction. So this could be a flurry of like incoming messages. Like if you applied for jobs, you finally hear back. This could be, again, like I said, air travel or any sort of travel. This could also mean just swift forward movement. Like you take the initiative to move forward. And then we've got the Empress here. I talked about kids too, and the Empress is a mother. She's the mother of the deck, besides Queen of Pentacles. But she is the motherly energy. She's, you know, usually she's pregnant in the Rider-Waite. But the Empress represents abundance, fertility, prosperity. You know, I talked about that at the beginning where I felt like somebody, it's like I could hear somebody saying money would help, money would be good. And that's what she represents, having that stable, solid foundation of wealth and just being completely abundant in every aspect of her life. She is all four of the queens rolled into one person. She has everything together, finally. You know, the queens, they have their own traits, and they're very unique. But the Empress is all of them combined. Like imagine all of those traits, everything that makes those other queens great, and the Empress has it in just her. She's not ruling a small kingdom, she's ruling an empire. So what I see that would make you happy, or that would fill you with glee, is to be that abundant and prosperous. Now, you may not have an empire, but it doesn't mean you can't have some sort of business or some sort of venture that would be abundant and prosperous for you. And that's going to be different for everybody, because everybody wants different levels of, like, you know, finances and wealth. And some people are okay with, you know, making what some others would consider very little. You know what I mean? Like, they're good with that. Others want millions or billions of dollars. Take whatever resonates. It doesn't have to mean that you have to build this massive empire. It just means that you are comfortable in your life. That is what you're working towards. That is what's going to make you happy. You do not have to worry about, oh, I've got this bill to pay, and oh God, how much is that? Am I going to have enough money to cover that? Do I have enough money in my, you know, my checking account? Do I need to pull some over from savings? Some of you don't even have a savings. But the Empress has multiple accounts. The Empress has investments. The Empress could live off the interest of her accounts. You know what I mean? So it's interesting that that came out, and then right behind it is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands talks about stability. I think about like four legs on the table or on a chair. It is the 1111 card. It's the card of celebration and success. It can also be a card of marriage. We do have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so a lot of you could be getting married or thinking about getting married or wanting to get married and find your person, and you will. That's just a confirmation for you. But for majority of you, The Empress with the Four of Wands is talking about having that financial stability, being like, it's like a feeling of safety and security under your own roof, wherever that is. Again, everyone's different, but it's like knowing that everything is covered. Your bills are covered, your utilities are covered, you can live comfortably underneath your roof, and you just have that cozy, warm feeling of knowing that you're okay. That, to me, is the Empress and the Four of Wands combined. So yes, money definitely plays a big role in that. But I also feel like, you know, I'm talking about building on that wealth and that abundance. You got the success with the Four of Wands. So a lot of you are going to be celebrating. You're going to be happy. You can see how happy they actually are in this card. They're about to jump for joy. Really cute. But yeah, they're so happy that they're accomplished. They did something, probably making those presents, right? And that it's time for them to celebrate. So I see that in your future. I see that's what's going to make you truly happy, is knowing that you feel accomplished and celebrated. And then we've got the Happy Narwhal. This is the bonus card in the deck. So it's just basically like I said, he's got a little gift on his horn. And somebody could have a gift for you coming up. We did have the Two of Cups. We've also got the Four of Wands. That could be very much a brand new relationship, or taking a relationship to the next level. Maybe an engagement, maybe a marriage. But for others of you, this gift could just kind of be like a gift from the universe, you know? And the one that you're going to love, that little heart. You can see the little heart right there. It's kind of, it's enamored by that gift. And seeing the narwhal is kind of like a unicorn, essentially. Where it just feels rare. That you may never actually see one because they're so mysterious. But not only does it appears with a gift. So this is something that is, you know, you're going to have this sort of unique gift that comes in for you that's going to help you, I feel. It's going to help you create that life that you want, that abundance and prosperity. And I feel like it's straight from the universe, honestly. But I feel like a lot of you are going to have to get out of this situation, if you're not already doing that, and put yourself forward. I think you're going to really go after what it is you want, and that's what's going to make you happy. I think it's going to take just a little bit for some of you. That's not everyone, but some of you with this energy here, especially if it's like a divorce, some of you are going to have some negative thoughts, some grief, pain, suffering. You're going to go through all of the emotions, right? And then once you come out of that, it's very like Five of Cups, even though Five of Cups is not here. It's like, once you come out of that, once you realize that there's something else out there for you, and that you can be successful, you can have what you want, and you can be happy in life, I think you're gonna go straight for it. Like with this Eight of Wands here, this, like I said, swift movement, very choppy energy, very, very quick. So it feels like it could happen suddenly, but it's going to depend on what you decide. When you decide you want to push forward and take your life to the next level, essentially. So hopefully something in this reading resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.